Hi, this video is going to be a video response for Runwise Gamji. He made a very interesting question. He asked if I had played those MMORPGs, massive multiplayer RPGs, where you have these damage templates or markers, the typical enemy boss that is going to do this super special attack, and you see this like red line of a subtle red color or blue color or whatever crossing the battlefield, or you see this circle around the enemy boss. I haven't played those MMORPGs, but I am familiar with how that works. That's a telegraph of the attack that is coming, that is within that line, within that circle, within that area of effect. Something really bad is going to happen. Fire is going to rain from the sky. Spikes are going to come out from the ground. So you need to move your character away from that template area. So Runwise was curious as to how I would handle that situation in a tabletop environment, tabletop RPG environment. When it comes to playing a tactical RPG with grid or hexes and miniatures, you can basically create your own templates. Perhaps you cut it out in paper or cardboard, or you perhaps take a transparent sheet from acetate and you make a drawing and then you place that on the grid, and all of the characters within that area of effect are going to be affected unless they get out of the way in the next round. If the character is pretty close to the edge, I would perhaps give him or her an automatic success. That is, they move their characters just like 1, 2, 3, moving their permitted spaces according to their speed, and that's it. But if they are quite close to the center of the template, then I would require a check, perhaps an agility check, to move out of the way quickly. Depending on the game, the stats, it could be like a reflex, save, or check, or whatever. So whether you want to handle it as a saving throw or an ability check or attribute check or something, I would handle it like that if they are in the center. Otherwise, they don't get out of the way fast enough, but to represent the attempt to do so, I would still allow them to move the miniature at the very edge of the template just as they are getting hit. When it comes to playing with the mind's eye, without miniatures, without grids, etc., I will handle it via zones. If you are fighting in, let's say, a laboratory, and suddenly this mad scientist is using this weird science contraption, and the template covers the lower floor of the lab, but also the second floor with a sort of like a catwalk, those two areas are in danger. The characters that are outside of that area of effect, they won't be, obviously they are not going to be affected by it, by the attack. But those characters that, like I said, are in the thick of it, perhaps they are in the middle of the first floor of the lab or in the catwalk at the very center, have them make a check to see if they get out of the way in time, the next round. If not, if they are at the edge, like I said, maybe they are in the first floor of the lab, but they are close to a door, they could immediately run outside of the lab if they wanted to. Or the one in the catwalk, maybe he's just about at the very edge of the catwalk, maybe he's going to jump to another section of the lab that is safe from that attack, then I wouldn't require a check in that case. So those are my thoughts on this basic way of handling that template sort of situation or area of effect. Let me know your own thoughts on this. As general guidelines, if the characters are in the middle of the template, they need to make a check, a saving throw, an agility roll or whatever. And they will end up, of course, if they succeed, they're going to move as much as they want to move. If they are at the edge of the template, they will get an automatic success in order to get away. That's easy enough. So it has more to do with displacement on the battlefield. Because the characters are forced to move out of the way, now they need to just think about tactical considerations based on their new location or position. Some characters may decide to take the full blow because they don't want to sacrifice that position on the battlefield. Maybe they are in an advantageous position, perhaps on a balcony. Maybe they are being targeted by some sort of microwave attack. Microwaves are very interesting if you analyze so-called mysterious things in the world that, oh, look at those people, they died and they were naked, and microwave attack. That's what causes you to heat up and you can't withstand, you are being cooked from the inside. You start to remove your clothes in desperation. That explains certain things that happen. And you know who has enough money to obtain those microwave weapons. Okay. But like I said, oh, this is all science fiction, of course. Science fiction. Okay. So you're in a balcony. They are targeting you with a microwave attack in this science fiction. And you want to try to resist the hit because you are in an advantageous position to destroy the doomsday device and save the world. You may end up taking the damage instead and not moving out of the way, even if your character sacrifices himself or herself. It could happen. So once again, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments related to this or some other thing, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.